Professional advisors have always played an important role in the Greater Milwaukee Foundation's work, and in turn, make our community a stronger, healthier place for all of us. As a way of saying thank you for such incredible partnership, the Foundation created the Herbert J. Miller Society. Membership is awarded to advisors who have helped their clients connect with the Foundation to create charitable legacies. Each year, the Foundation honors one exceptional advisor for their commitment to the Foundation and the nonprofit community. We name this person the HJM Advisor of the Year. Last year, we made the decision to recognize Peter Bruce for his passionate service to the community and for being a true ambassador of the Greater Milwaukee Foundation. This recognition typically takes place at a spring luncheon, but unfortunately, last year was anything but typical. So with safety at top of mind, we made the decision to honor Pete through this video tribute. I'm tremendously grateful to Pete and pleased to recognize him with this award. But I'm not the only one who wanted to shine a light on Pete's brilliance and contributions. Joining me are a few of Pete's friends and colleagues who have a few words of their own to share about our HJM Advisor of the Year.
His business career at Northwestern Mutual is noteworthy, but my gosh, when I take a look at what Pete has done in terms of his volunteer efforts and what he's done since 2007 after he formally retired, and Davis and Kilfow has allowed him to participate in his efforts for not only nonprofits, but for guardianship proceedings, it's amazing. I guess my only comment is, what took so long for the Greater Milwaukee Foundation to honor Pete? Because he probably should have got it before I did.
My most recent interactions with him were as a fellow committee member when the Next Door Foundation was planning its 50th anniversary a couple of years ago. And we were going around the room, volunteering to make contacts with people, to make personal requests to them to support Next Door. And my goodness, but that man jumped in just whole cloth and has such a can-do, positive attitude. He really is a gem.
Well, Pete and I both served on the board together for a number of years, and I also served on Alverno College's board with Pete. And I will say in both instances, he just gave his all. He learned the organizations inside and out. He embraced the whole idea of understanding what the needs are, and then he opened his network. And that will be his legacy with the Greater Milwaukee Foundation. He recognized the power of the foundation and the impact that it has in the community. And he connected people that he knew with the opportunity to join him in partnership and to be a part of the Greater Milwaukee family.
He's got a good sense of humor. He practices what he preaches. He interacts wonderfully with people. He cares about the community. I mean, he has all the attributes of somebody who can be very effective in being a community leader. And he's certainly been that. My privilege to work with him and under him in his role as chair of the board of the Greater Milwaukee Foundation was tremendous.
He is deeply devoted to the Greater Milwaukee Foundation. He is a very strong advocate and spokesman for the GMF and for the benefits of being associated with the GMF. And Peter is just such a wonderful connector in the community. So I know that GMF would not reach as deeply in the community as it does if it wasn't for someone like Peter Bruce. He has been just a terrific ambassador and leader for the organization, and I think is very, very deserving of this recognition.
he has a broad picture of this community. It's not just one focused. I think he has much more breadth to the kind of things he sees that foundations and people maybe want to support and can support. And he has such a nice manner about him. He's not pushing you in a corner to make you feel uncomfortable at all.
This community is such a giving community. I know that the legacy of Northwestern Mutual and some of the businesses that have been here for a long time embedded philanthropy as part of their DNA. And so Pete basically grew up with that kind of mindset. And you can see it unfold and you can see the benefit of it and what it does for a community. So we're lucky to have businesses like Northwestern Mutual and also individuals like Pete Bruce and his beautiful wife, who in partnership have been philanthropic leaders in this community.
I was a third year, my last year in law school, and Pete came down to campus in North Carolina to recruit. And it just so happened that I was the only third year law student who signed up to visit with Pete. So I felt more sorry for him than I think for any other recruiter who came to campus.
And I know Pete because I've known Joan since high school. And so I met Pete very early on while he was actually, I think, at the University of Wisconsin before he even went to law school.
He is a special person. I mean,
Yes.
There's no doubt about that.
And we do have a very long history with him.
And we hold him in high regard, even though he's falling apart physically now.
No, he's getting patched back together. That's what we all are doing right now. We're all getting patched back together. But, you know, we truly have known him for decades. I mean, it has been over 40 years.
45 for me.
45 for you and longer for me. And I think that, you know, that's just pretty remarkable that you can still keep warm and good feelings about a person that you've known that much through, you know, all of the aspects of their life. I mean, everything from when they started out and to becoming grandparents again this late in life. I mean, there's just all of this. We just have a long view, I guess, of them, and they have both always been really just remarkable people. They've managed to handle the difficulties in life and balance them with still maintaining a great attitude and openness to others.
And humility too.
And humility, yeah.
My gosh, Pete, well earned. You are unbelievable and quiet-mannered, and you know, not all about himself, but boy, what you do and continue to do day by day is amazing. You're worthy of the award. You're worthy of the award a few years ago. Congratulations and best wishes as always, and look forward to running into you again socially and professionally in the future.
Thank you for inspiring us. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for creating a pathway toward excellence as it relates to philanthropy.
Thank you. I want to begin by thanking Greater Milwaukee Foundation for this very nice award. I want to thank those who have spoken, the virtual speakers, for their overly kind remarks. I want to thank my colleagues at Davis and Keilthau, the Legal Aid Society, who've taken me in these past 14 years, to say nothing of my colleagues at Northwestern Mutual for the prior 37. I just want to say, for those of you who are looking to receive an award, you should really try for this one. I don't want to take anything away from some of my predecessors who've done some heavy lifting, but really all you have to do is open a donor advised fund at the Greater Milwaukee Foundation, tell your friends and your clients about the various reasons you like it so much. And then you just wait around a couple years and get a call from Mary Kay Mark letting you know that you've been chosen the advisor of the year. It's that easy. You really should give it a try. And speaking of Mary Kay Mark, Mary Kay has announced her retirement, and I want to tip my hat to her. Mary Kay, you've done yourself and GMF proud. Thank you so very much.